4 months earlier. It was the snowiest Princeton winter I'd known, the winter of my senior year. Classes were canceled like twice, which was rare. And the look of the sky at like 4 p.m. always made me mighty sad. I spent most of my time working on my thesis. I called them my blizzardy pages. At one point, I was in it so deep that when I looked down at my page of notes, I couldn't understand the English written there. A sleet storm in my head. I'd write sentences in the shower. Gosh. I wore my snow boots. I wore my winter cap. I drank iced coffee even though it'd freeze me from the inside out all day. I wrote on yellow legal paper. I wrote in Firestone. I wrote in Firestone so that I would theoretically be reachable even while I was writing. By reachable, I mean tappable. Goodness, how sad is that? The hope won't go away. I would walk outside just in case something amazing would happen to me out there. So I learned lessons in the cold, which I'd forget just later when I was back inside where it's warm.
いいねちゃんさ、はい、あなたね、はい、昨日も話したんだけど、はい、あれよ、いなちゃんね、卒業式、はい、グラデーションメイでしょ。そうですね。メイでしょ。はい。それでその時お洋服どうするの？そうね。I finished the thesis in March. It's okay. It's young. Campus at like dusk.
walking around with my camera. I lived here junior spring, upstairs, 1903 hall 528, above the lit window. And here, freshman year, Walker Hall 322. This arch once led somewhere. And once during orientation, on one of my first nights, it was really humid, and I felt so good and free that I lay down on that stone ledge to cool down, looking at the stars. I used to be like that. This is Brown Hall. I forget which number my room was. Lived here before my gap year. Always thought this looked like an Italian piazza. And then Dodd 316, my little cubby, which was all I needed. You know me. I don't like goodbyes. And I'm not good at enjoying a thing I know is going to end. But what doesn't end? I think I've written that sequence of sentences before and spoken them out loud too. So this spring was a bit strange. No, not strange. It was good. I just knew the good was going to end. So all semester I was kind of grasping out at things in front of me as if that would make it all more real and me more real in it. All this even though there are so many things I wish had gone differently for me here. I can make a list. I've made lists. I know this school real well now, and sometimes the knowing is hard. Oh, those lessons I learned on cobblestone and between ivy vines. I knew nothing about anything when I got here at 18. And now I'm lucky to know. When I came here at 18, I was 10,000 feet in the sky. I had dreams and I spoke about them out loud. Now I think much about dirt. And if I dream, I do it quietly, with a musical score of doubt. This is me enjoying my morning bagel. This is me leaving my last class. I enjoyed my bagels. And I enjoyed class. I looked forward to them. I liked seeing people. I enjoyed a lot of things in my own way. When nothing amazing would come to me by surprise, I'd have my own fun anyway. I went to the movies. I sat myself down in Small World and read books. I went on walks. I went to class with a sense of earnestness. I was the best student I ever was. I wrote all my notes by hand. No tabs or texts to sweep me away. And so much. I sat outside, reading, mostly waiting. Just in case someone wanted to tap me on the shoulder and say, hey. Hey, check this out. The due dates. Pretty books from the library. Stamps from the 90s and the 80s. That's me. I don't think I've ever touched something from the 90s or the 80s. Maybe my mom's old pencil. So cool. Goodbye, Nassau Hall. Goodbye, Elm. And bye, Blair. I liked the sound of a cappella at night. And goodbye to all the rooms in which I have been had. Goodbye, Lewis Center of the Arts. Goodbye, New South. Goodbye, Rainbow Mural, which always reminded me of that night. Goodbye, New College, of which the smell and the sound of the elevator always zapped me back to sophomore year.
Wait, I'm so lucky. I got to see you at the start and the end of my day.
What is happening?
I'm just
Goodbye, Woocox and the Rotunda. I wish I could see what this'll look like.
So I just wanted to capture as much as I could. You know what I mean? I'm sad. What are you up to tonight?
I remember. I remember. I remember. And I regret. And I regret remembering. regretting. I remember. But before this, I was getting ready. And before that, I was sitting listening to music, being melodramatic. And before that, there was reunions, which I was very nervous for. Princeton reunions is an annual thing. Alumni from all class years come back and, drink. It's one big party, several parties across campus, and all sorts of tents and stuff. I was nervous because I didn't have anyone to go with. But I really wanted to go. I didn't want to miss out on this quintessential Princeton thing. It's all a bit ridiculous, no? Me, I mean. These are good problems to have. Remember this? My winter cap and gloves. The truth is, I filmed this in May, not in the winter. You can tell by my reunions wristband, the green thing on my left wrist, and by the sound of the party out my window. All winter, I meant to film a shot of me coming back to my dorm, taking my cap and scarf and gloves off, just for memory. I wanted to remember. But I put it off until one of my last nights in my room. Hot weather, a party happening outside. In another life, I wouldn't be wearing a winter coat in summer, playing pretend. I'd be out there with friends, drinking, dancing in a going-out top. In another life, I don't wander around reunions alone, looking at the party from outside in. In another life, I enjoy graduation with a group of friends. I laugh a lot, and am loved very much. In another life, I won't always be looking at the backs of people, watching them go. in this life. I got to go here. I received a beautiful education. And I didn't dare to dream of this before I came here. So let me not want so much, but take what comes. The best things I know have come as surprises, beyond dreaming or planning. Who would have thought?